Hey everybody, thanks for joining me this week. I'm gonna have a 4 card reading this week. From a little juniper. We'll restart. This week we are going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. Hope everybody had a good week and a nice weekend. Summer's just flying by. Okay, our first card is Strength. Oof, it's a lot of balance. It's the whole world in her hand. Not both hands, just one hand, and she's balancing on one foot at the same time. Maybe you're holding a lot up above your head. 4/4 jumps out. There's a tree. One tree at the top. Sad embrace. A lot of blue, a lot of cold blue. Oh, they're actually in water. Then we've got the full moon coming up. You've got the full moon in Aquarius on the way. Deep freeze. Yeah, everything is cold and blue. We've got Leo, which is coming up, I think, on the 22nd. And usually in the tarot deck, Leo is the strength card, but now he's kind of frozen. Sad embrace is blue and frozen. Then our last card is making a choice. And that is a very narrow road that they're on. He's got one paw in the water. The things are starting to thaw out. Everything is very gray and cold. I know we've got the Mercury retrograde, and they're talking about the first 3 weeks had everybody feeling like they're in a fog. This could be that fog. It's in Cancer, so you could be reflecting on something in the past that is, or something that's current. There's a lot of crap going on for everybody. It's been a hard year, and it's only the 11th of July, and it's just been a lot. So we've got the sad embrace, almost like a fairy with her little wings, or their wings. We've got little fairy wings in the back. Then you've got These butterflies coming out of these doors, and one kind of looks like bright daytime, one's sunrise, sunset. So you're going to have a choice coming up to make. So you've been carrying a lot. You've been carrying everything in one hand while reaching for something else. This is the past. So usually going to the left is the past. So you're reaching behind you into the past for something, but everything you're holding is in the future because it's in the other hand behind her, which is towards the future. And there's just one tree growing out of the top. She looks small because all this grass is the same size as she, and which gives me this whole fairy feeling again. Because she's down here and everything is just as big as she is. She's throwing something out of her hands. So you, looking back to the past, releasing something from the past, or trying to get this incredible balance while still holding what's coming in the future in the other hand. You're not really sure what it is because it's dark and it's cloudy. So you don't know what's coming up in the future, but she's throwing something from the past away while she's in this incredible. I mean, look how far up her leg is. It's practically up to her chin. I mean, personally, I cannot move like that. I would be on my ass. But this is sometimes the weird positions we put ourselves in, trying to hold everything up. I mean, that is bigger than she is. She is holding something up for the future, present or future, that is bigger than she is, while in this incredibly compromised position. Everything is still pointing back to the past. She's throwing something back into the past. Looks like a little cat. I don't know. I can't tell, but it looks like a little black cat. Um, hmm. When I was little, they had a little Felix clock with a cat's tail, and its eyes went back and forth with the clock. So maybe this is time, some kind of time in the past. You put it under the light to see. There's a bright spot from the future, or from the past. Some brightness in the past, which is where she's facing. But that would take enormous strength to hold yourself in this position. So imagine your stomach strength while carrying the whole world, something you can't see, into the future. And there's grief. Maybe you're grieving whatever this thing in the past is that you have to release to move forward. It's okay. Grief is hard. It comes in these waves. Doesn't always come all at once. And they're in that same fog. I mean, this is foggy. With all the fog, you can't see anything past right what's in front of her. You can't see the back, you can't see forward, you can't see behind. All you can see is what's right there. You can't even see what she's holding clearly, other than it's big and it's heavy. But there's growth. So it's something that's growing for the future. But this grief has got them fogged in. And maybe that's what she has to let go. And it's okay to have dualities where you are trying to move forward while still looking back at where you've come because you know it got you to this point. It made you strong enough to carry all this. But this fog, this grief, it could be what is keeping you from making the next step, keeping you frozen in place. Makes me think of Narnia when they put the lion on the table to sacrifice him. But it's thawing. You can see the water. His paw is dipped in the water, and he's frozen with his eyes shut like he's sleeping or hibernating, even though I don't believe lions do. But still, everything is fogged in and iced in and frozen and still. Everybody's blue and frozen and foggy. So there's a lot of grief, a lot of sadness that's keeping you from moving forward and making a be able to see where you're going. But you still have hope because this one paw is dipped into this one spot that's thawed. And this color matches this future color in this thing. So it kind of gives me the feeling that you will move forward once you're able to move. Um, Let go of this grief that's holding you here. And you can still grieve and move forward. You can mourn the life or whatever it was you thought you were having while moving in towards the new one. It's a duality. You can hold two things at once. A lot of people will tell you it has to be this or and that or one or the other, but it doesn't. You can have two truths at the same time. You can be very upset about whatever this is that you're leaving behind and moving forward with, because these are both facing forward. Even though their heads are down and their eyes are closed and they're not looking where they're going, they just know that's where they have to go. You can still be sad about everything that you've turned your back on, that you're closing your, that you're leaving behind, while still moving forward, because you have to keep going. Staying here, it's okay to stay where you are. It's okay to grieve, but at some point, you have to move forward again. And that's a choice that's coming up. And as you can see, the sky in here is a lot brighter than these other cards. Everything here is all blues and grays, and now you finally have got some light. There's a lot of light in the center, and you've got a path that's forked out where you have to choose your beginning. And it doesn't look like either way is wrong. It looks like both have lights. They both have butterflies. There's a butterfly in the center. There's a butterfly coming out of each door. They both have lights on the doors. One looks like, I don't know why the door's a little more than the other, but there's going to be a fork in the road where you'll have to choose. Maybe this door is the past and this is the future, since one's on the right and one's on the left. Maybe you're choosing whether you want to stay where you are or move forward. Or maybe it's just going to be two choices and it's going to be a hard choice to make. This one has a little bit more clouds on it. But there's a choice that's coming up. The fog will lift because you can see this path is taking them up. And even though the doorways are still a little foggy, you just really can't see which one is going to be the right answer. You're coming up out of this fog, out of these clouds, and things are a little bit clearer. But you're going to have to choose whether you can see the answer or not and move forward. So I think that's it for this week's reading. Just a short one this week. And I'm sorry for whatever you're grieving. It's a lot. It could be a lot of things. It could be something that seems simple to somebody else, but it just hits you a different way. Like I said, it's been a rough year. It's the year of the fire horse, and everybody was expecting all this great stuff, but apparently the fire horse is just burning it all down. Um, but yeah, you are strong. You'll make it through. Maybe you've got yourself twisted in all of this, and it's time to put your foot down and take this with both hands. Take your future with both hands when you release this, so you give yourself some kind of relief from letting go of this past, and then allow yourself time to grieve whatever this is you released, And you've got, like I said, these are timeless, so it'll be whatever full moon is closest to you. Ours is the Aquarius full moon on the 29th of July if you're watching this reading right away. So that would be about 2 weeks because we've got the Gemini new moon, well, not Gemini, I'm sorry, the Cancer new moon coming up on the 14th or 15th. And then we're going into the Aquarius. So that gives you about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks, where all of this is going to come to a head and you're going to feel frozen in place. But like I said, you've got hope. There's your hope. There's your hope for the future. That one little paw has dipped its toe in there. So once you are ready to let go and move and thaw out, you'll have to make a choice. If you want to stay stuck where you are or move forward to something else. But that choice is going to be yours. Make sure it's just yours. Make sure you've allowed time to grieve and reflect. Figure out what you want to do, because it's your story. You are allowed to be the main character in your own story, and you're the one who has to live with whatever this choice is. So allow yourself time to process it, to grieve, and then when you thaw, you're ready to make this choice. You'll have a better idea of if you want to stay put, if it's worth staying, or moving forward. So I hope you enjoyed this week's reading. Um, like, share, comment below if you enjoyed it, if it resonated with you. I appreciate everybody who stops by and checks it out. And thank you for watching. And I hope you have a great day. And like I said, I have a Facebook page, Starfish Healing Energy. I have a Facebook group, Mystical Portal. You can check that out. I'm on Instagram under Starfish Healing Energy as well. So I think that's everything. And I do Reiki. Oh, I think I released almost all the Reiki things for my Reiki course on YouTube, because the Starfish Healing Energy on YouTube as well. You can watch them all. It will not make you a Reiki practitioner, but if you want, you can comment in the comments if you were interested in signing up for the attunement part of it, and I'll reach out to you for that. Okay, well, thank you so much again. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, a fabulous week, and I hope that you're able to get something from your reading this week and move forward. And I wish you luck in your choice in whatever it is that you decide to do. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. And most importantly, don't forget to have fun.